Good afternoon, everyone. This is Chad Musgrove of PayPerClickTruth.com, and this is my weekly post, Asinine AdWords of the Week, that I feature on my blog every week in my Monday Madness post. So normally I start these things out by saying good morning, but this week it's a new one that I discovered. As you'll see, it's ran by a company I've never reviewed any of their ads, and the more I dug, the more I was shocked at what I was finding. So I kept digging, and you're going to like what I found this week. Before I jump into this, though, I did want to let everybody know that Asinine AdWords Advertiser of the Week is part of my weekly blog on PayPerClickTruth.com. I call that post every week Monday Madness, and each week what I do is I do a different search for a different term in a different city, and I try to find a bad AdWords campaign, which is actually quite easy to do. And then what I do is I go through it, I show you what's wrong with it, and hopefully you can learn something from it. So make sure you check out my blog, PayPerClickTruth.com, and stay tuned each week for a new post that will help you have you running a great AdWords campaign before you know it. So let's jump right into this one here, and I'll start out by letting you know that I found this one by doing a search for Boulder Hardwood Flooring Company, as you can see here in my search bar. And the ad that we're going to analyze this week is right up top here, and it turns out this ad is ran by YP.com, and this will be the first time that I've analyzed one of the YP.com ads. So let's jump right into it. The first mistake that they're making is really, quite frankly, stupid use in their headline text. I mean, putting in boulderfloorcraftersco.com in the headline text is just idiotic for many reasons. One of which is that this is the first thing that a potential customer is going to see. So the lesson we learned from this is that you'd be much better off using this for a call to action, maybe regenerating the keyword in there because it gets bolded by Google, or anything else that's relevant to the particular ad you're running. But just don't use your domain name. It's just stupid. It doesn't make any sense. The second mistake that we see is allowing YP.com to put this call tracking number right here in the call extension. I don't understand why anybody would do this, for one. I mean, I know my suspicion is YP.com, like Dex and Reach Local and all the other big AdWords resellers, do this in an effort to inflate the number of calls that are being generated from your pay-per-click ad. But really, this is just making the report they send you absolutely useless for determining whether or not your pay-per-click campaign's generating any kind of a return on your investment. The lesson that we can learn here is that if you are going to pay a third-party company to run your pay-per-click campaigns, make sure that they're not putting your tracking number in the call extension of your ad. So the third mistake is actually going to be our first click, so you're not just staring at a empty screen. But the third mistake is that they're driving this traffic to a website other than this customer's actual website. And I've already clicked on it, so I'll just show you what this ad or the website is. This is where they're driving the traffic, and I stand corrected. It's actually, they do drive it to the home page. Not that that's any better, but if I open this link here, you'll see that this traffic is all being driven right here to this home page. And when I jumped in here, I was just floored because I don't know why somebody would let them do this. It says click here to visit our website. You talk about sending a weird message to potential customers. Like, I thought I was already on your website. What do you mean I got to click here to go to your website? So when you click this one, it leads to yet another website, which is actually the customer site. But as you can see up here, this is a subdomain of calls.net. And this is actually also a website that has a call tracking phone number. If I go to the actual website of the customer, that's how I can see that this number here is a call tracking phone number. So we'll just jump on over there real quick, and I'll just show you that the real website has the real phone number in it. Well, here we go. And as you can see, their actual phone number is a 303 area code number, not the 720 number that's on the call tracking one, which is built by yet another company, nor this other call tracking number that's in place by YP.com. So the lesson that we learned from there is this is always, always, always drive traffic from your ad to your website, not a cloned website, not a landing page built by these companies, but drive it to your website. That way also, if you have analytics set up on your website, you'll be able to track the real performance and not rely on these shoddy reports that these companies send. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I got a phone call, so I had to pause the recording. I left off by saying to always send traffic to your real website, and not a cloned website. And just so you know, these big companies like Dex, Reach Local, Hibu, and now it turns out YP.com, they're going to tell you that they have to send it to a landing page or a cloned version of your website so they can replace the phone number. And this is true. However, there are literally hundreds of web development companies out there that can do a dynamic AdWords call tracking phone number on your existing website without the need to clone the website. I do it for my clients all the time. So the final mistake, and I think I've saved the best for last, and this one actually shocked. Well, not actually. They all don't. Nothing shocks me anymore with these crappy campaigns, but this one just blew me away at how big of a mistake this was. All these extensions, these ad extensions, lead to well, here, let me just show you. And you can be as shocked as I was. 404 not found errors. Every single one of these I pulled up leads to the same thing. You'll see this will load to another 404. You'll see that, they literally all go to a 404 not found page. And the reason for this is because apparently this website here was rebuilt, and you'll notice when I go to, say, the products page, which is where one of these is supposed to lead, the flooring products is supposed to lead to this page, which I don't know why they renamed it that. But when this company rebuilt it, they used a WordPress theme here, and they didn't change the permalink structure. So instead of it saying products or quality hardwood flooring or whatever it said before, it now says page ID equals 8, and that is now the new domain name. So I put the blame for this partly on this company who rebuilt this website. I put part of it on the advertiser here, because if they're truly checking your AdWords campaigns, they should have discovered it for you. And then I put part of the blame, quite honestly, on the business owner for, he's hiring one company to do this, one company to do that. They're not talking to each other. I mean, it's ultimately the business owner's responsibility to keep track of all these things and where they're going. So the lesson that we learn out of this, obviously, is always keep an eye on your campaigns. And if you're going to make changes to your website, make sure that you're watching how that's going to affect all the incoming links and what is linking to it and everything. So I'm going to wrap this up because this one ended up being kind of a long Monday Madness post, but I hope you enjoyed this week's Monday Madness, and make sure you check out my blog at paperclicktruth.com to see who's going to win the Asinine AdWords Advertiser of the Week next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye.